Lord have mercy, I'm about to bust.
Alright, so today we're going to be talking about Bleach, okay? This anime came out 20 years ago. Well, basically 20 years ago. It's turning 20 this year. Came out 2004 October, I think. So it's turned 20 years old, which is pretty crazy to think about. And I'm only watching it now. That's kind of embarrassing. But I have only been watching anime for 2 years. So this is basically a no nostalgia bias review of Bleach. So I'm just going to give it to you straight and what I think about it. So let's just start off by talking about the genre of what this anime is. This anime is a shonen anime, okay? So you're basically just going, you already know the tropes of a 2000s shonen anime, okay? There is going to be some parts that are dragged out because it was a weekly airing show, and there's a lot of filler, but I did skip all the filler. I didn't watch any of the filler, even though I know there is some filler mixed in with the manga canon episodes, but still, it didn't really bother me. None of that little tiny bits of filler bothered me. But I do want to say, the vibes of this anime are immaculate, man. Like, the soundtrack is very unique and very cool in my opinion. Also, the openings, bro. Oh my god, I missed the 2000 openings, man. I remember watching Naruto in 2022, and those openings were god tier. And dude, I didn't think Bleach would have, like, they're actually, I'd say Bleach openings are actually pretty close to Naruto opens. Like, they're actually able to rival Naruto opens. I didn't think, like, for example, I didn't think, like, One Piece's openings were able to rival Naruto's, right? Because, let's be honest, like, there's only, like, a few good One Piece openings, but nearly every fucking Bleach opening slaps hard, you know what I mean? And so does the Naruto ones. They're fucking all goated. But, yeah, I do miss those type of openings. I haven't watched proper shonen, or like a 2000 shonen in a while, so I did sort of miss it. But I will say, the first few arcs were pretty god tier, I'm not gonna lie. Like, Soul Society was really good, extremely good. And even before, I actually enjoyed the first 20 episodes, even though they're like sort of like slice of life, like they're in school and stuff. I actually really enjoyed that. I don't know why people hate on that. It's actually a pretty good arc in my opinion to start off the anime. And also they're all drippy as fuck. Like they have like nice streetwear and shit, you know what I mean? Which you don't even see in shonen. Most shonens, they just wear the same costume the entire time. Like, you know, the way Luffy and Naruto just wear the exact same drip the entire time. But in Bleach, bro, they just switch that shit up constantly, which is very refreshing in my opinion. Also, the art style, bro. Oh my god, the art style is clean, you know what I mean? It's sort of like, it's like the old version of Jujutsu Kaisen, if you know what I mean, compared to other shonens, you know what I mean? So like, if you compare like My Hero Academia to Jujutsu Kaisen art style, you know what I mean? That sort of comparison. Like, Bleach was that of the big three, you know what I mean? Because One Piece has a bit of a goofy art style, and Naruto's is more like, Naruto's is in between One Piece and Bleach, I'd say. It's the perfect in between. And then the Bleach is just like clean. I don't know how to explain it. It looks more like adult-like, you know what I mean? It looks like more of an adult art style. I actually enjoyed all the arcs, like, which is pretty rare for me. But it's because I'm used to the shonen tropes, you know what I mean? So I don't expect, if you go into the anime expecting god tier plot, you know what I mean, you're gonna be let down, because Bleach is just like, it's more about the characters, okay? It's not about the plot really, in my opinion, compared to like the characters and their interactions and stuff. But I will say, Soul Society, pretty good. It's a classic rescue arc, you know what I mean? A lot of shonens have rescue arcs, and in my opinion, the Arrancar, is it Arrancar arc? I think it's the Arrancar arc, the one where they go to where Aizen is. I can't remember the place. Is the desert area? I can't remember, bro. But the fight between Grimjo and Ichigo, oh my god, S tier. Best fight in the anime by far. It's the best fight even in the new, like, the 2-part thing that came out recently, 1000 Year Blood War. I watched that as well, and there wasn't a single fight in there that was better than the Grimjo versus Ichigo fight. Just saying, because the Ichigo versus Grimjo, goated. The animation, the flow of that fight, just clean, bro, clean. That's what I look for in a shonen fight, you know what I mean? Perfect fight, in my opinion. And that's the only fight out of the big three, in my opinion, like Bleach, One Piece, and Naruto, that can rival Naruto versus Sasuke, right? That is the only fight. Or even, there's multiple fights in Naruto that are god tier, you know what I mean? So that's like the closest thing out of One Piece and Bleach to competing with a Naruto fight, so. Because to be fair, all the other action scenes are just a lot of like sword swinging. Like, you know, that like, you're just repeating animation, not very flowy, not very clean. Or this is just single swipes, you know what I mean? And they cut them in half, or, you know, I don't need to explain what they do, bro, with this sword. But you know what I mean, it's just a lot of one-hit movements, or it's like Demon Slayer level movements, you know what I mean? Yeah, but none of the other fights really interested me. Whenever it comes to plot armor, obviously it's a shonen anime, what do you expect? Ichigo has a fuck ton of plot armor, it's whatever. Like, so does Luffy, so does Naruto, you know what I mean? So That's what you're gonna get with a shonen. That's what you have to expect. The MC will always have plot armor in every shonen, so. Also, there's multiple characters that are just kind of broken in Bleach, like Inoue, the one that can just revive people and reverse time and heal any wound on the planet. That is a broken ability. I don't know what the mangaka was thinking putting that in. Like, that is crazy. Like, it is wild how strong that is. But there's also, like, in the anime, for some reason, she's able to heal stuff immediately sometimes, and then other times it takes her like 2 hours to heal a wound, you know what I mean? Like, she repaired Grimjo's entire fucking arm in like fucking 5 seconds, right? But then she's healing Ichigo that's just like bruised up a bit and hit a bit for like an hour, you know what I mean? So there's like multiple like flaws in the plot, but it's a shonen, you know what I mean? It's gonna happen, it's whatever. I will say, out of the big three, I think Bleach has the best pacing. Like, if you skip filler, if you just go on and look up filler list for Bleach and skip all the filler, the pacing's actually really good for a 2000s anime, right? Like, there are some drawn out parts, like in the Rancor arc, where they're like fighting all these like minions and shit just to get to Aizen and like the stronger opponents or whatever, which is basically just to showcase how much stronger they got over that space of time between Soul Society and the Rancor arc, right? So it was just kind of in my opinion, that was just a bit of a waste of time. I didn't think they really needed to showcase that. I would prefer if they just went straight in and started fighting the top guys straight away instead of the minions. The fights, the only fight that was like entertaining to me was the Grimjo versus Ichigo out of that arc, the Rancor arc, so. But there were some hype moments whenever like Kenpachi came in and helped Ichigo, because he got jumped by that goofy looking motherfucker, I can't remember his name. But yeah, the part where Kenpachi comes in is pretty goated. Kenpachi does have a lot of plot armor, like Ichigo, especially in Itazian Blood War. He gets really strong in Itazian Blood War. I'd even say he was close to like taking out Ichigo as the MC, bro. He was able to replace Ichigo. But I do want to say, Bleach Runner has one of my favorite art styles, and the character design is S tier in my eyes. I think character design in Bleach is top tier, bro. Like top 3 all time, honestly. Every character looks like extremely good and dripped out of their minds. So. Also, I forgot to mention about the comedy, but the comedy isn't that bad. Like, I actually thought like the teddy bear was pretty funny. I can't remember his fuck. Is it Gon or Kong? No, it's Kong, isn't it? I think I remember his name's Kong. Yeah, Kong was funny as fuck, man. Like, oh my god, it's like in the first 20 episodes, where it's kind of like a slice of life, they're probably the funniest episodes in the series. And I also really enjoyed like all the like interactions with Rukia and Ichigo and the teddy bear and shit. That shit was just funny, and it was just a wholesome vibes, you know what I mean? So I actually really enjoyed the first 20 episodes a lot. Like, probably one of my favorite arcs of Bleach, which is probably rare to hear. So also, the only reason why I didn't watch this straight away, like, and I like put it off for so long, is because I feel like a lot of people shit on Bleach, even though it's a shonen, bro. Like, you should expect shonen tropes, in especially a 2000 shonen, right? Like, 2000 shonens are very similar with their tropes. But I would definitely recommend this to everyone, bro. It's actually really good. I promise it's really good. The pacing's really good. But make sure you use a filler list, okay? Do not watch Bleach without a filler list. Because that would be miserable, trust me, you will not enjoy that. And I also really enjoyed like all the like interactions with Rukia and Ichigo and the teddy bear and shit. That shit was just funny. And it was just a wholesome vibes, you know what I mean? So I actually really enjoyed the first 20 episodes a lot. Like, probably one of my favorite arcs of Bleach, which is probably rare to hear. So, but anyway, I think Bleach aged pretty well. I'd recommend to everyone. That's basically all my thoughts on Bleach. In my opinion, really solid anime, really unique, and I actually thought it was going to be the weakest out of the big three, but I'd put this in number 2. I put Naruto number 1, Bleach number 2, and One Piece at 3. I have only watched 750 episodes of One Piece, which is actually a lot, but still, like, come on, bro, the pacing in that anime, Jesus. I would recommend the manga for One Piece, obviously, but anyway, this is a Bleach video, so hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure to like and sub, and peace.